Flavor.
Yeah. For the win, I mean, the Ravens. Ravens. For the win, I mean, Ravens. Ravens.
I've been around. Everybody knows my name when I show up now. And I've been from New York to LA.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore, the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And we're off from Acrisure. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. Ooh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Calvin Austin on the return. He's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
First and 10.
Rodgers off the play action. Ooh, he misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Going to have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Here we go, 4th down with Rodgers. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play action with Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Throw intended for Tyler Warren. So it'll be second down.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forces an incompletion.
They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
And the Colts, first down. A gain of 7. First down, Colts.
Richardson will do it himself. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 13-0 lead. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Colts drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. Absolutely fires this one right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
On 2nd down, Warren. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to pump this away. Is this clean at the 30? Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way.
37-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Richardson. Downfield to Warren, he's got it. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now a toss play, Taylor. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused.
And there's a man. There she goes. It's a pick six and a Pittsburgh touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Here's Gould on the return. Making some progress here. And he's well across the 45, almost all the way to midfield before going out.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Here's Taylor from the pistol. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Completed to his running back. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Now Richardson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun. Here's Rogers. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. And no look on his first look of the game. And now they're left with 4th and short.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
26. Get 300. Get 300.
On 4th down, it's Rogers. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. Galloping inside the 40. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Again! Again, you must be! Again!
It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Steelers tie things up at 14.
Hey.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Ashton Doolin now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
BTA.
becomes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Pass the 60.
Play fake, it's Richardson. Over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of the defense.
Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers out front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Gets him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st down from the 42.
1st and 10 at the
Shotgun
42
snap now to
yard line.
Richardson. That's completed right side. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
Got ready.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Ready. Cook it, 19. Here we go.
Richardson will do it himself. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Colts get some late points and the lead. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 14.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff.
Roberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Run it. 18.
Rodgers set to pass. It's a screen play to Warren. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers from the gun. Escapes the puck. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Here for the second straight play, Brock. They're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
50.
It's 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Down the field. He's got Pierce. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. The Steelers calling their first time out. We've set of downs from the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
18.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Hits him on the in route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers.
46-yard line.
Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Less than a yard.
Might shift to the run here, 3rd and inches.
258. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Again, Rodgers. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
18. 10-30. Flip again.
They'll throw again. Rogers. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hey, 88.
3rd and long for him here. He throws a bullet deep to the right. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts take over as he reports his 10th career INT.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
One last play before the break.
Mustang 19. Here we go.
Throwing here just before halftime. Buys time, and he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. He'll begin his return from the 11. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Blue 58.
Play fake. Here's Rogers. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
319. Jumbo. Inside.
Now Rogers. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he's sent out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Play action here with Rogers. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Gould on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. He took it all the way. Oh, baby, what a return. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Steelers 21.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. On the return, here comes Austin. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Hey, check 26.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Hey, 88. Look at this.
Here's Rodgers. Austin's there to haul it in. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. The throw left side finds Freiermuth. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. A give left side to Warren. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
319. Inside.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Keeps away from 1. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A gain of 15 there. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
Go! Cougar 19!
Here's the backup. First throw. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Got to get some protection up front here, Kate. He is already in the game because they knocked out the starter, and trust me, you don't want to get to the emergency quarterback.
Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Hawk 19! Hawk 19! Hurt! Hurt! Hey, smash! Hut, hut!
Howard now, third and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And this drive has come to a screeching halt. 3 straight sacks. That brings up fourth down. The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. Oh, and they're going to fake this one. And no success on the fake punt. That was way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, they tried the fake, but no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that attempt to sell that punt. Clearly, this squad did their homework this week, and they knew that was coming on fourth down.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They go again for Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Let's go! Hawk 70! Hawk 70! Ready?
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Catch made over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They fake the handoff. Now Richardson. On the move. Headed right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. A give left side to Taylor. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Throw here, 3rd down. Chased out to his right. Brought in right side. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Ready, ready! Stop it all! Cougar 9! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Okay,
So the task gets tougher. They're setting up for 4th down.
come on!
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
It's a gain of 10.
Taylor trying the left side. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively if you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to it. take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Colts double their lead to 14.
Steelers 21.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
Well, at this point, they're going to take points any way they can get him, and that includes on special teams. He's had a ton of kicks sent his way, a bunch of returns today, and he nearly made him pay with that one.
On first down, Howard. Caught by the open man. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers now within 1 score in the fourth. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
All right, they're going to throw for it. What a clutch play late. He loses it on the return. They can get this back. And they get on top of it. Wow, nearly 2 turnovers on the same play, but it'll stay with them after the interception. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On the return, here's Doolin. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground. Taylor. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Get it! Viking 18! Cougar 19!
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. He gained 11 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that ramp. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And Reed handoff to Taylor. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Colts leading by 8. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Ready? Gravity Lion! Ready?
Taylor again. Get some space around midfield. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
36 yards.
Set!
And the Colts 1st down.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
This is design. Oh, he lost the football! And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown he so badly wants.
The Steelers use their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Here's Spencer Schrader. A lot riding on this field goal try. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
On the return, here comes Austin.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Here's Howard, 1st and 10. Hits it through the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. 1st and 10. Here's Howard. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. Howard. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Here he is to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up.
Bro, you have to be cheating, bro. Ain't no way.
Was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
At the 2-yard line.
Taylor goes up and over for the touchdown. The Colts make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.